SRF Ninja here from soreelflix.com. It's that time of the month again. I'm going to share everything that I bought within the month, and that month is July. Let's get straight down into it, but first I gotta say I'm sorry for the audio quality. My microphone doesn't work with my camera anymore, so you're hearing the sound going straight through the camera itself. Oh well. Let's get straight down into it. We're going to get down into all my reviews. First up is a DVD, my only DVD. It is from MVD Visual. It's called Listening. This is like a sci-fi-like-ish, not really sci-fi, but it's got great visuals. It's about like mind control sort of thing. These guys create a device that connects to your head and you can connect it to someone else's head. You can feel what they're thinking and feel what they're feeling. Overall, it's a decent film. It's kind of a low-grade B film type of movie, but it's got really good sound quality, a nice score to it, and it's got some great shots in it within the film itself, and the story's decent. I would say give it a shot. You can check out my review right here. Next up, from We'll Go USA, this is called Saving Mr. Wu. Boom. This guy's okay. It's gritty, it's dark. But what stands out to me the most is the acting itself. It's not a ton of action going on in it, but it's okay. You can check out my review right there. Click that guy, see what I really think about it. Next up, from Artsploitation, The Perfect Husband. Boom. At first I was like, this movie kind of sucks. Going through is really slow, but then there's a big twist at the end of the movie that makes you want to go rewatch the movie again. But I think just because of that twist itself, it made the movie a lot better. Check out my review right here. See what I actually think about it. I would say give it a shot. Perfect Husband. Next up, a We'll Go USA film is called River, a non-Asian movie about a guy who's in a foreign place. He's on the run from the law because he did something terrible. And I actually thought it was a decent movie. As a fugitive movie, it was decent. It gets you thinking about what if you're in his spot, if you're away on vacation or something in a different country. But check out my review right here, see what I actually think about the film. Next up, again, from We'll Go USA, the Killzone II, which I actually had a giveaway for this. And those two winners, I gave away 2 Blu-rays. They won already. Thanks for entering, by the way. But this is Tony Jaa. It stars Tony Jaa, well, his name's on it. Wu Jing. Both of those guys are like the main leads. Overall, the film I actually highly enjoyed. It's got great action and good acting in it as well. Check out my review right here, see what I think about it. But I say, go pick it up. Put it in your collection. Next up, from Arrow Video, Suture. This is a weird movie. It's not made for everybody. It's a black and white film, and the main 2 actors are black and white, but the main actor is the black guy, but he's actually playing a white guy that's a twin brother to the actual character who is white. So it's kind of an artsy type of way it's shot. It gets you thinking maybe the black guy's playing a white guy, or maybe the white guy's playing a black guy as the twin. So what you see on screen is not what the characters inside the movie are actually seeing. So it's a pretty crazy movie. I would say check out my review and pick this up, give it a shot. If you're an Arrow Video collector, you gotta pick it up anyway to have it in your collection. Next up, another Arrow Video film. This is The Swingin' Cheerleaders. Boom! Didn't know anything about this. At first I thought maybe it was a horror movie, but it's not. It's a kind of a comedy drama. Overall, I thought it was just an okay movie. You can check out my review right there. Give it a look. See what I actually think about it. Next up, from Arrow Video, again, I got a ton of Arrow Video movies. This is called Crimes of Passion. Boom! It's got a cool slipcover on it. The movie itself is actually a decent movie. I thought it was a cool movie. It's about a person who lives a double life. One's a fashion designer, and next thing you know, she's a prostitute, and I highly enjoyed her role in it. She's a very good actor. I loved how she portrayed her character in it. You gotta check out my review. Give it a shot. Definitely pick this up. I highly enjoyed the main lead, who's a female actress, played by Kathleen Turner. So you gotta check this out. She does a really good job. You just gotta check it out for her role alone. Next up, we're going with all my review movies that I got. Next up, we got a Blu-ray. The Green Room just came out on Blu-ray. It was a movie I was waiting to come down in price a little bit, and I'm glad I actually picked it up because it's an actually cool movie. It's a very different movie. It's kind of a horror movie. It's got a lot of gore in it. You gotta check it out just because of that. Give it a shot, or at least give it a rent. It's a cool movie. Next up, a 3-set film, a 3-set box set that I had to pick up because it was super cheap for $5. Or actually it was $4, but $4 is like almost $1. Blu-rays Mimic. Now, the first movie, I couldn't really remember watching it before, but I have watched it. Overall, the film itself was a cool movie. I enjoyed it, but the next 2 films are just mediocre. Now, I got this set just because of Guillermo del Toro. Had to have it, and this actually completed my collection of all his films on Blu-ray. Next up, Alfred Hitchcock film starring Cary Grant and Joan Fontaine, Suspicion. I actually highly enjoyed this movie. A female gets involved with this guy who she falls in love with, but she has suspicions of him that he might be a killer or something of that nature, or he's trying to kill her. It's not a huge mystery, but it's got a little twist at the end, and I actually enjoyed it. It's a good movie. If you're Alfred Hitchcock collector, you gotta pick it up because it's in Blu-ray. Next up, a movie I had to have. Showdown and Little Tokyo. This is a Warner Brother movie. The last film was a Warner Brother movie. I got a ton of Warner Brother movies because they were on sale. This movie gotta have, it's got Brandon Lee and Dolph Lundgren. I highly enjoy this movie. It's got some cool actions, 80 action cheese. It gets mediocre reviews, but I really like this movie because I liked it when I was a child. Next up, Humphrey Bogart in Passage to Marseille. I think I said that correct, or maybe I did not, but it doesn't matter because I highly enjoyed this movie. It's a good movie. So Humphrey Bogart does a really good job. If you're a Humphrey Bogart fan and you got his movies on Blu-ray, you gotta pick this up to put it in your collection. Next up, another Humphrey Bogart film. I had to get it because it's regarded as one of his big movies, called The Big Sleep, which I enjoyed. It's a pretty cool movie with Humphrey Bogart playing some detective guy, kind of guy, following a lead and whatnot on some murders. But anyways, you gotta give this a check out. Pick it up on Blu-ray if you're a Humphrey Bogart fan. Another Humphrey Bogart fan, considered one of his top 3 movies, so I had to pick it up. Of course, I'm gonna buy them all anyways. Key Largo. I actually highly enjoyed this movie. You gotta pick this up. It's a pretty good movie. It's kind of like a mobster type of movie where our main lead, Humphrey Bogart's coming out of the Navy and he goes to this restaurant area which is being held up by some gangsters. The whole movie is like inside that area there, and some bunch of stuff happens. Anyways, overall, good movie. Gotta have it if you're a Humphrey Bogart fan. Next up, I got a bunch of Criterions because it was basically the Criterion Collection month where Barnes & Noble had a half-off deal, so I bought a bunch of them. First up, Ministry of Fear, directed by Fritz Lang. I had to get this because of Fritz Lang itself. I actually highly enjoyed this movie. It's a pretty good movie. I would say if you're a Criterion Collection or a Fritz Lang fan, give it a shot. Next up, considered one of the best movies made. It's called The Bicycle Thieves. Boom! I had to pick this up because, again, it's like on the top 10 of the best movies ever made, so I had to pick it up. And it was a good movie. Probably not the top 10 for me, but overall, it's a good movie. It's a very artistic like film. This guy loses his bike or gets stolen, and he's wandering around trying to find it, and there's a big message in this movie, so you gotta check this out. It's a pretty good movie, especially for its time. Next up, I had to pick this up. It's called The Player. Just came out on Blu-ray. Stars Tim Robinson in it. And it also makes reference to The Bicycle Thieves. Actually, they have it in the theater where our Tim Robbins goes to meet this one guy who eventually gets killed. But anyways, overall, pretty cool movie. I enjoyed it. Definitely got to give it a shot. Next up, another Humphrey Bogart film. I had to have it. It is called In a Lonely Place. Pretty cool film. In the end, he ends up alone again. Gave it away, but who cares? Gotta pick it up. It's a cool movie. It's in black and white. Humphrey Bogart. 1950. Next up, it's a comedy a lot of people like. It's called The In-Laws from the Criterion Collection, by the way. It's actually a pretty cool film. I actually highly enjoy this. You gotta have this. It's a nice little road trip type of movie. Not like a road trip, like a guy's playing a cop or something like that, or his in-law doesn't really know it. He thinks he's a crook and whatnot, but overall, it's a cool film. You gotta pick it up. Next up, Cary Grant. Only Angels Have Wings. This is a pretty cool movie about airplanes. Guys who are flying in a dangerous place where it gets foggy a lot and people are like crashing and stuff. So this is a pretty cool movie. You gotta give this a shot. Next up, a film I picked up I don't think I've ever seen. It's the extended edition of The New World. This actually has 3 different cuts in it, and it's just for me, it's an okay movie. I agree if the rating's like a 3.5 out of 5. That's fine with me. It's a good movie to watch, but it's a very, very long movie if you're watching the biggest cut on here, which is 172 minutes. Overall, it's a cool movie. Next up, it's a film I had to have. It was an upgrade for me. And it's the first Chinese film the Criterion Collection's put out on Blu-ray. A Touch of Zen. Very cool movie. Again, a long movie, 180 minutes, but it's well worth it. It's a good movie. It's not one of the best movies, but it's a great classic film. It gets a 4.5 out of 5 for me. It has some flaws, but it's good. It's a 1971 movie, and it's artistic-like. So gotta give that a shot. Next up are my steelbooks, 2 movies to share. I got the Divergent series, Elegance, possibly the last Blu-ray they will be putting up. The next one will be a TV series because this one bombed so hard at the box office. The movie itself is just okay. It's not great, but I won't be able to see what happens at the end of this series because it's coming at the TV. Overall, the steelbook itself is just like the others. Decent matches. And lastly, another steelbook. Batman vs. Superman, 2 different sides. You can flip it upside down. Overall, this has the ultimate cut and the theatrical cut. I didn't see this in the movie theater, and it gets a lot of hate. For me, it's not a great movie, but I still enjoyed it. Still got some great stuff going on and great action. It's in the extended. I didn't watch the theatrical cut. I'm assuming the extended cut or the ultimate cut is a little bit better because it adds some scenes that some people enjoy that left some stuff out in the storyline itself. So you gotta pick it up, the extended ultimate edition, if you enjoy DC comic book movies. Gotta have it, and you probably can't get the steelbook anymore. Alright guys, that's about it. That's all the movies I bought in the month of July. Come back again next month where I'll share everything I bought in August. Probably won't be a ton, but hey, I'll have some to share. Anyways, don't forget to visit soreelflix.com. Check out all my links below. And check out all my social media links below. Everything will be below. Alright guys, come back again. Ninja out.